How did acting start for you?
I was one of those who sort of knew from the very beginning. My brother was just doing some excavating and found an old Dr. Seuss, my book about me, from when I was, I don't know, 6 or 7, and it said, "When I grow up, I want to be," and I had written in actor.
You went to Juilliard, the famous acting school. So tell us about your time there.
So I was there in the mid-90s, 92 to 96. It was a huge learning experience, and there were all sorts of ups and downs and everything in between. You know, New York City is your campus, which is incredibly exciting and terrifying. When I got out of school, I sort of thought that I would go down the path that a lot of my classmates went, of either doing a lot of television or doing big, like, Broadway shows, and that's not the direction that my career went at all. I got involved with the fringe theater scene or the downtown scene in New York in a company that mostly did street theater called Guerrilla Rep. And we were doing free Shakespeare in Washington Square Park for people who just walked by. And it was very rough and tumble, and that really shaped, I think, a big part of my artistic personality, especially my directing work and my teaching. It's been a real gift to be able to work with the students who I have at First Stage. The company is called the Young Company. What we do there is we just teach them on Saturday mornings, right? They show up at 9 a.m. or 9:30 a.m. on their Saturdays. These high schoolers are doing this out of their own free will. And we teach them what we learned in acting school. They're hungry for it. They're excited for it. So appreciate the opportunity to be able to have that back and forth, that dialogue, and especially with, you know, with young actors who it's new for and exciting for, and it just keeps it fresh all the time.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
This is your first time in A Christmas Carol. How is that possible?
It's an amazing question. I think that it's sort of a rite of passage. I feel like for, you know, 95% of American actors find their way into a production of A Christmas Carol somewhere. I don't know, I guess I'm just one of those 5% who made it this far before landing in it, and then I just, you know, I sort of leapt straight to the top.
What was your reaction when you were chosen to play Ebenezer Scrooge?
I'll tell you that I wasn't expecting it at all. The opportunity to play Scrooge is certainly one of the hardest things I will ever have to do. The journey that he goes on is so intense and so far from A to Z that there's so many hills and valleys to traverse over it that it's just an incredible opportunity to stretch.
I'll see you in hell first.
He has built this wall around him to protect himself. He had things happen in his childhood and the way that his life was lived as a younger person, where the lessons that he took away were that solitude equals control, and that if you set up a wall so that no one can get in, then they can't harm you. You know, the collateral damage, of course, is that they can't love you either.
Get out! I said, Bing, you get out!
Every time one of these ghosts, whether it's the ghost of his dead partner and friend, or you know, the famous ghosts of past and present and future, show him a moment, it's an opportunity for him to change his ways. And he realizes that A, that's good, but B, it doesn't just have to be for Christmas. You can have it all the time if you just allow it and give in to that.
Yeah.